Ready to dig in. Today we're tackling a topic that's everywhere you look. Plant-based protein.
We're going beyond the buzzwords.
Exactly. We're going past the pretty pictures and getting into the nitty-gritty.
We're dissecting a lecture called Plant-Based Protein Sources, a comprehensive exploration.
So whether you're a seasoned pro at this plant-based life or just dipping your toes in the water,
Get ready to become a plant protein expert.
I'm excited. So first things first, let's break it down. What are we even talking about when we say protein?
Yeah, we hear it all the time, right? It's more than just a trendy word on a food label, though.
Right. We know it's important, but why? What does protein actually do?
Think of it like this.
Okay.
Protein is like the construction crew of your body working behind the scenes.
Okay, I like that.
It's made up of these tiny building blocks. They're called amino acids. And imagine them as Legos, but instead of building a spaceship, they're building you.
Yeah.
Repairing your tissues, creating enzymes and hormones, even boosting your immune system. Protein's got it covered.
So it's not just about, building muscles at the gym.
Nope. It's way more than that. Protein is fundamental to, pretty much every vital function your body carries out.
Okay, so essential stuff. But I know there are different types of amino acids, right?
You got it. Our bodies are actually pretty amazing. They can make some of those amino acids on their own.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But there are 9 called the essential amino acids that our bodies can't make.
So we have to get those from our diet.
Exactly. And that brings us to the age-old debate. Plant protein versus animal protein.
Because there's always that question. Is plant protein good enough?
Right. Is it as good? And you always hear about complete protein.
Yeah, break that down for us.
So a complete protein just means a food has all 9 of those essential amino acids in the amounts that our bodies need. And yes, a lot of animal products naturally fit that bill. But hold up. Doesn't mean plants are out of the game.
So you're saying I can still get everything I need by eating plant-based?
Absolutely. It's all about strategy.
Ooh, I like a good strategy. Tell me more.
Think of it like this. Animal products are like the pre-assembled protein package. But with plants, you get to build your own complete protein throughout the day.
A build-your-own-protein adventure. I like it. So what plant-based superstars should we be looking at? What are our building blocks?
First up, let's give it up for legumes.
Lentils, beans, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Lentils, beans, chickpeas, these little guys are packed with protein. Did you know just 1 cup of black beans has about 15 grams of protein?
Whoa, that's impressive. And they're loaded with fiber too, right?
Absolutely. Fiber for days. And then there's lentils, another winner. About 18 grams of protein per cooked cup. Plus, they're a great source of iron.
Iron is important for energy, right?
Yeah, helps fight that fatigue.
Okay, so legumes, definitely adding those to the list. What else? What other plant-powered surprises do we have?
All right, next up, we've got nuts and seeds.
I love a good handful of almonds.
Good choice. They're often seen as just a snack food, but they're nutritional powerhouses.
Oh, I know it. They keep me going between meals.
Right, they're super satisfying, and they're packed with protein, healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, the whole shebang.
Okay, so almonds are a yes. What about things like, whole grains?
Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, people think of carbs when they think of grains.
Right, energy.
Yeah, they do give you that energy, but they can also bring some protein to the table.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, quinoa is a complete protein all on its own.
Oh, I love quinoa. It's so versatile.
Yeah.
Salads, breakfast bowls.
Exactly. Around 8 grams of protein per cooked cup.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are there other grains that are good sources of protein?
Brown rice is a great one.
Oh, yeah. Classic brown rice.
Now, it's not a complete protein by itself.
Okay.
But pair it with some legumes.
Yeah.
Boom. Complete protein meal.
Match made in plant-based heaven.
Oh.
I love it. What about soy? Feels like there's always a bit of controversy around soy.
Soy is interesting. It's a bean, but it's unique because it's a complete protein, just like quinoa.
Okay, so it's in the all-star category.
For sure. And it's incredibly versatile. You know, think tofu, tempeh, edamame.
Yeah, the mom. Love it. And tofu, the things you can do with tofu.
Right. The possibilities are endless. And that's really the beauty of plant-based proteins in general.
So many options.
Yeah. So much variety, so many flavors to discover and experiment with in the kitchen.
So we've talked about some amazing protein sources. But it sounds like there's even more to it than just the protein itself, right?
Oh, absolutely.
What else do we need to know about the benefits of loading up on these plant powerhouses? It's funny, I used to think plant-based eating was all about restriction.
Right.
Like what you can't eat.
Yeah.
But you're making it clear there's so much you can eat.
Oh, for sure.
So tell me about the benefits. What are the upsides of embracing more plant-powered meals?
Well, one thing that's really cool,
Yeah.
plant protein sources, they're like the multivitamins of the food world.
What do you mean?
It's not just about the protein. You're also getting this powerhouse package of vitamins, minerals, and fiber, often even more than what you'd find in animal products.
So it's like a bonus level of nutrition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking about weight management,
Yeah.
studies have shown that folks who eat more plant-based,
Mm,
they tend to have better luck with a healthy weight.
really?
Yeah, there was a study in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. They found that people who followed a plant-based diet
Okay.
lost, on average, 4.5 pounds more than those on a standard diet.
Wow. Over what time period was that?
That was just over 6 months.
That's significant. So it's not just about like feeling full in the moment,
Right.
but those long-term health benefits.
Exactly, and there's more and more research
Yeah.
connecting plant-based diets with a lower risk of chronic diseases.
Okay, like what kind of diseases?
We're talking heart disease, type 2 diabetes, even certain cancers.
Wow. Those are some big ones.
Yeah, it's huge.
So what is it about eating more plants that seems to make such a difference?
Well, one key player is fiber.
Okay.
You find a lot of fiber in plant-based protein sources.
Right. That makes sense.
And fiber, it's like a superhero for your gut.
It keeps things moving.
Right.
Exactly. Healthy gut, healthy life.
That's it. And that healthy gut, it's linked to everything. Better digestion, obviously, but also a stronger immune system, even improved mental health.
It's all connected. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But let's be real. There's some common concerns that come up when people talk about plant-based eating.
Oh, totally.
Doubts and worries and all of that.
It's natural to wonder about these things. I think one of the big ones is, can you really get all the nutrients you need on a plant-based diet?
Right. And especially that question of protein. Like, are you really getting enough, especially
Mm.
those essential amino acids we talked about?
For sure. That's a big one. But, with a little planning,
Yeah.
it's completely doable.
So you don't have to live off of, like, rice cakes and lettuce.
Right. No rice cakes required.
What are your top tips for making sure people are getting what they need on a plant-based diet?
Variety is key.
Okay.
And like we talked about, those legumes, beans, lentils, those are your best friends. Mix them with grains, add in some nuts and seeds, maybe some tofu or tempeh, and you've got a delicious, balanced meal right there.
That sounds pretty doable. But what about soy? There always seems to be a debate around soy.
Yeah, soy is interesting. It can be a bit tricky.
Some people love it, some people avoid it. What's the deal?
Soy is super versatile and it can be really beneficial. Complete protein, good source of fiber and iron. Some studies, like one in the journal Nutrients, have even shown it might be good for heart health.
Okay, so there are some points for Team Soy.
Definitely.
But I feel like there's another side to this too, right?
Right. There are some concerns out there.
Like what?
Well, some people have trouble digesting soy.
Oh,
Doesn't agree with them. And there's been some research into potential hormonal effects, but we need more research to really understand that.
Okay, so it's complex.
It is. It's really about personal preference.
Paying attention to your body.
Exactly. And that actually leads us to another really important thing to consider.
Okay, that's it.
It goes beyond just us and our health. We have to think about the environmental impact of our food, too.
So when we're thinking about the environmental impact of food, a lot of people say that plant-based is automatically better.
Right. It seems like a simple answer.
But it's not quite that easy, is it?
Not always. It's great to include more plant-based options, but it's important to look at the whole picture.
What do you mean?
Well, certain types of agriculture, they can be really demanding on the environment. Take almonds, for example.
Oh yeah, almonds get brought up a lot.
Almond farming, it often needs a ton of water, which is a big deal in places that don't have a lot of water to spare.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So as someone who's like trying to be more aware of those things,
Yeah.
what are some things I can do? Because it can get kind of overwhelming trying to make the best choices.
Totally. It can feel like a lot. One thing that makes a real difference is supporting your local farmers markets.
Right. Get that fresh produce.
Exactly. Fresher food, and you're cutting back on the whole transportation thing.
Less trucks driving things across the country.
Exactly. Plus, you're putting money right back into your community. Wins all around.
I like it.
Yeah.
I've also heard that choosing what's in season is a good strategy.
Oh, for sure.
Does that really make a difference?
Huge difference. Seasonal eating, it usually means you're relying less on things like greenhouses.
Which use a lot of energy.
Exactly. And it means less transportation, too, which is always a good thing. Plus, let's be honest, fruits and veggies, they just taste better when they're in season.
That's true, they do. So we've talked about a lot today. We've gone deep on plant-based protein, the what, the why, the how.
It's been fun.
It has. But if there's one thing you want our listeners to remember,
Yeah.
what would it be?
I think it's this. Eating plant-based, it shouldn't feel like you're missing out.
Right.
It should be exciting.
I love that.
It's about food that's good for you and good for the planet. It's about adding more of the good stuff to your plate.
I like how you put that, adding more of the good stuff. It's not about being perfect.
No, not at all.
It's about making those changes that feel good and that you can stick with.
And every little bit counts.
Yeah.
You know, even if you're just doing meatless Mondays.
Yeah.
Or swapping out some meals during the week.
Or just trying to eat more beans, more lentils.
Right. It all adds up.
It all makes a difference. So no need to pressure yourself.
Exactly.
Just explore, have fun with it, and enjoy all those amazing plant-based foods out there.
That's what it's all about. There's so much to discover. So keep learning, try new recipes, explore different cultures through food.
Keep that curiosity going.
Exactly.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive on plant-based protein. I hope everyone feels as energized as I do.
Me too.
About exploring the world of plants.
It's pretty amazing when you really get into it.
It really is.
Happy cooking, everyone.
And bon appetit.